Hey everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. So I've had this kit here for a week or two, and this stuff always intimidates me. That's why it's taken so long for me to open it. So let's just open the box first and see what we have in here, and then we are going to start a project. So right off the bat, I see a mold. What kind of mold? Okay, we got a coaster mold, another tray mold. What is this, a little candle tea light holder? So you get 3 molds in here. That's good. Can always use new molds. What's in here? Oh, coloring. I was just wondering how I was going to color it to do what I wanted to do. Now I know. Awesome. Acrylic paint. Okay, so you use acrylic paint to color it. That's interesting. I was going to use mica powder. I think you can use mica powder too, but I'm going to use what they have. So you've got raw umber, which I guess is brown, deep red, lemon yellow, viridian green. What are these colors they're coming up with? Phthalo blue, ochre yellow, purple, and black. So a wide variety, and then you can just mix them if you want other colors, I guess. A couple more stirring cups. Oh, a scoop. That's nice. A stir stick. What's this? Oh, sandpaper. Okay, good. I could always use that. And you got the casting powder, 3-to-1 by weight. I think that's why it intimidates me, because it's by weight, and I like to do things by volume. So yeah, I'm gonna have to figure that one out on the fly here. And we got the instruction sheet, so that just shows you pouring it and weighing it. I know how to weigh things. Okay, odorless, fast curing, self-level, easy to mix, easy to demold, self-degas. The whiteness is 98, mesh is 2000, and you get 1 kilogram. All right, what I want to know is how long do you have to work with it? Quickly stir for about 30 seconds and mix evenly around, and at the bottom quickly pour all the liquid into the mold and wait for about 30 minutes to demold. It just says quickly. You can clean with water. Okay, that's good, but it doesn't say how long we have to work with it, so that makes me nervous, because if it's anything like polyurethane resin, which I don't think it is that fast, you only have like a minute to stir. But I don't think I did brush up on watching a couple videos to make sure I didn't get it completely wrong. And it didn't look like that they had they weren't rushing, put it that way. Okay, so this comes in a bag inside the bottle. All right, so today, here's the scoop. I'm going to make this massive thing. It's huge. It's 16 ounces by volume. And yeah, it's a lot. So go big or go home, right? I would like to marble it. And I don't know. Of course, you know, I just cleaned this thing. I'm going to get some tape and get all this glitter out. I would like to marble it if I can. If I can't, that's okay. And I was going to do like in the brown family, because I know it cures white, and I wanted the veins to be like a brown, which I know it'll be lighter than whatever I mix. So I'm thinking I'm going to mix all of it up. I'm just going to go by like, I'll put this on the scale, of course, but I know I need to fill it up to my 16, my 1 pint line. So as long as I have at least that much, it will fill this, whatever that comes out to be. I could always pour the extra in one of these molds they gave me, but I want to remove a little bit and color it brown, and then mix it back in there and kind of swirl it so I can get, I don't know, you guys, I don't know. I'm going to try it. So let me go get my scale, get this stuff opened up, and get ready. All right, here goes nothing. So I've got my cup on here. I know I want to get it up to 16 fluid ounces. So what I'm going to do is weigh it at the 2/3 point, because I know that's how much I at least need to fill up the mold that I want to fill up. So whatever 2/3 weighs, I'll do 1/3 of that in water. So I'm just going to scoop away here. That is about, not quite, a little bit more. I know there's a calculator out there somewhere, but I was too lazy to go looking for it. So we're at 348 grams. I'm not quite at 2/3. 380. I'm going to just say, let's round it to 400. Just for round number's sake. Oh, a little less. You know what? I think I remember people saying this stuff is very forgiving. It doesn't have to be perfect. 402 is close enough. Oh, look at that. 400. Okay. 400. Oops. And I think that would be 200 grams then of water. Then that would be 600 total, right? I think that's what we're gonna do. Maybe I'm wrong, because I'm almost to the 16. Yeah, about 600. I'm just going to stir it and see if I need more water. Maybe I added too much water. I don't know, you guys. I am not the last say on this, so don't look to me for instructions. I like 1-to-1 stuff, 2-to-1 stuff. I mean, this is really kind of the same, but when you're talking powder and water and all that. Okay, so it's pretty thin. I probably added too much water. Let me get this out of the way. I'm thinking the last time I used this, it felt more like a plaster type consistency. Of course, there's a piece of glitter in there. It was definitely mixed, but it is watery. I think I better add more powder. I don't think that's right. I'm just gonna wing it. I'm gonna wing it at this point. It might just take longer to cure, I'm guessing. If it's watery, I don't know. You're gonna find out if I fail. I'm not afraid to do it on camera. Plus, I need to get my cup over here because I want to color. See, this isn't the right consistency to make a marble. Maybe I shouldn't do marble. I don't know. I'm going to add a little more powder. I think it needs to be thicker so it will marble correctly. And if I don't think I can get the right consistency, then I'm just going to color it. Obviously, it'll color itself anyway because the marbling won't take effect. Oh, I see some clumps. Well, I don't think it's like the polyurethane resin. It's definitely not that quick. So we do have a little bit of time. It's not getting warm or anything. I don't think I'm going to be able to get this to marble. So I'm going to just color it. I'm going to color it brown. I was inspired when I was looking for instruction from YouTube. Louise Singleton is amazing. So I watched a couple of hers and she kind of changed my whole project by something she had done. So I was going to do that big, huge tray boat thing in a succulent garden. This doesn't look like it's going to color right. This looks like it's going to be like spotty, not colored. Oh, you know what? The acrylic paints are to paint on it. Probably not to put in it. Oh, geez, what am I thinking? Clearly, I'm still sick. All right, I'm going to grab my brown mica powder because I was going to do it brown anyway. So yeah, the paints are for painting your piece after it's demolded. Oh my gosh, I can already see the comments. All of you were commenting prior to me. Prior to me figuring it out, right? Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I can just read the comments now. That's not what it's for. I'm going to put a whole bunch of mica in here like I was going to in the first place. I can't wait till I feel better and I can actually think straight. Thankfully, acrylic paint is water-based and will not hurt this stuff. So what I was saying was, Louise Singleton had a beautiful video out the way she finished one of her pieces. And I was like, oh, I have that chameleon flake powder stuff. That looks really pretty. So yes, I am copying you, Louise. I hope you don't mind. But yours was gorgeous. She did it on seashells. You should go back. I'll link her her video in my description box if you want to go back and see what I'm talking about. She did seashells with a gorgeous iridescence inside of them. I'm just going to put a little more because this is going to, it's going to cure so much lighter when the white kicks in. Just trying to mix it really well. Before I lose my window of time. I'm doing this all in real time, you guys. So if you want to know how long it is, just kind of back up and see how long I was working with it, because right now I don't know. 5 minutes maybe? I'm not sure. 5 minutes so far, it's still watery. I think I got it all. And I don't mind if there's streaks on it, because that kind of looks cool too. Let me get my mold over here. Get everything out of the way, because this is a big mold and I will not be able to move it once it is curing. Let me see if I got at least 16 fluid ounces in here. I do not. Oh my goodness, you guys, I'm going to have to do this again. You know what? I'm going to do it right now. I don't have but 12. So I'm going to scoop some more in here. I hope I don't ruin this batch. I don't want to do it later. I need this to come up some. Oh, now I'm freaking out. Okay. I need more water. Now it's basically forget everything that I was just trying to do about weighing. Maybe this will buy me more time adding more water, because I need, okay, now I'm at 16 fluid ounces. I didn't want to pour it into the mold and then realize there's not enough and then try to match my color. That I did not want to happen. So hopefully this is okay. Now it's watery again, so I am going to add a little more powder. If I have extra, I'd rather have extra than not enough. Goodness. I just didn't want to use 16 fluid ounces of regular resin in that massive thing. So I knew when I bought that mold that this is what I was going to do with it. It's still really watery. I don't remember it being like this. But maybe that'll avoid bubbles from forming. I don't know. You guys are probably all laughing at me. I can hear you now. All right, now I have enough. And let's pour it in slowly. And then we're going to shake it and jiggle it and wiggle it. Let me kind of wiggle all these bubbles out from the bottom. All right. I'm pretty sure this stuff, if I remember, sands pretty nicely. So if you get an edge on the bottom, I'm pretty sure it's a lot easier to get that edge off. Look at that, perfect. Okay, I'm so glad I looked. I wasn't even gonna bother looking. Like, it is very watery. I don't see any bubbles coming. I mean, I see surface ones. I don't know that my little alcohol trick would work on this. I don't think it really matters, to be honest. I don't know if you could see them all, but I see a ton of little micro bubbles. I'm just gonna spray them and see what happens. It looks like they're popping. I think the demold is like an hour. It's just under this lip. I'm not going to mix anymore because I'm not too concerned about that. So we're just going to leave it like that, and I'm just going to sand down the edges. Look at that cool effect. All right, that's it. We will be back for demold. I'm just now able to get back to this. It's, if I had to guess timing, it's about 7 hours. Now, it was solid right away, and I did touch it right away, and it was really cold. And to me, it's cold now. To me, the cold makes me feel like it's still wet. I mean, it's solid, but you know, all that water in there has to go somewhere. So I don't know if I'm right or if I'm wrong, but cold to me makes me feel like it's still wet. I'm going to unmold it. Hopefully it won't break because this is such a thick piece. So I'm hoping I don't have to wait until tomorrow, because I'm pretty sure you're supposed to be able to unmold it right away. And 7 hours, I would assume, is long enough for this stuff. But like I said, this is really, really thick. So I'm going to try to just be careful. I don't want to, it's coming right out. So I don't know what being cold means. If any of you know, I don't use this very often. This is like the third maybe time I've used it. Okay. Now there's a lot of brown in there from the coloring, I guess. All right. So the bottom has some splotchiness. Sides are like, it looks like chocolate milk. All right, so it is different coloring, and I'm just wondering, is it because it's not fully dried from the inside out, or is that from the mica powder? So this is like a light chocolate milk, and that's like a dark chocolate milk. Although I am going to do something with this center. This is beautifully smooth. Really, really smooth. I don't like this big splotch that I got. So it's a good thing I already plan on covering the inside. All right, well, let's keep moving on. Yeah, I like it. It's huge. It's heavy. And, okay, so my idea, I am going to duplicate, I think, what I saw on her video. She had used chameleon flakes. The question is, do I have enough? And what color do I want to use? I may have to use several of these. There's 5 in here. This one's green. This one's got it's called mermaid. And this one's called gold. I don't want those two because I kind of want to stick with the tan color feelings. Let's see. I've got green, orange, pink, green, pink, gold. Let me see if these are even the ones I'm thinking about. Yeah, these are the flakes. So what I want to do is coat the inside with them to give it a really pretty, I think 1 bottle should be enough. I've only used these on, I think, one other project. Question is, well, this one's almost half gone, so I can't use that one. It's really pretty though. Question is, which one do I use? Use this one, I think. It's got a little bit more color. Let's do that. If I have to back up plan, I'll use this one. And obviously it's not going to stick to the surface. So what I learned in Louise's video, she took a little bit of UV resin, coated the inside of her seashell, and then UV lighted it for just a few seconds. Not completely, just to get it tacky, and then brushed on the chameleon flakes and then coated it with resin again, or maybe cured it and coated it. I don't know. We're going to play this one by ear because that's what I do around here. Let me just move a couple things here. I'm going to go grab the UV resin and the light. I'm going to use the Let's Resin normal viscosity. It's just called clear hard type. And I'm just going to probably use my hands. Drizzle it in here. Wipe it around. Change my gloves. And then I'm gonna try not to cure it very long because I don't want it cured. I just want it tacky where it's gonna hold those foils, because those flakes are really just foils, I think, just cut up into flakes. I also have foils. I was contemplating doing that and not the flakes, but then I would have to choose one color, and I kind of like the idea of all the colors. Something in there. So I'm gonna go with the flakes this time. Yeah. Just make sure you get all the parts if you're gonna try this. Because if it's not coated, it's not going to stick to this stuff. All right. So, like I said, just a few seconds. I'm not going to do it very long at all. Wipe my hand. I'm not going to do it very high. I'm just going to kind of go quickly over it. It's still a little wet. I'm afraid to overdo it, so I'm just kind of still leaving fingerprints. I'm not speeding this up just so you could see how long I'm doing this. I'm thinking that's good. I'm going to try a spot. So I'm just going to grab the brush that they sent with it. I washed my hands a little bit. And hopefully it's not too sticky. Well, it's sticking. So to me, that's success. Now I'm just going to kind of, maybe it's a little too sticky. Look at the purple right there smeared. Maybe I'll just go over just a couple more seconds on the bottom. I don't want to smear it all. I don't want to waste this stuff. It's nice stuff. Let's try that. That looks pretty good. I'm just going to do, this is going to take a while, so I will fast forward this part for you guys. All right, so I used like 3/4 of the jar. I thought I was going to use the whole jar plus some, so actually that's good news to me. And when I had so much left, I decided to go back around. I did have to touch up a couple spots I missed on the inside, so I just put UV resin in, quick cured it, put the powder on, and then I had more flakes left, so I did go around this top edge. So that looks really nice. Now, I have wiped it all out. I noticed I could see a lot of wrinkles from something. I don't know what. So, not sure. I mean, I might just flood coat the bottom with a nice coat of resin, but I did stain the edges, which I'm not happy about. So what I'm going to do is go around with some UV resin. I'm going to do the inside, the everything. I'm just going to coat everything, and not the bottom though. Coat everything with the resin, cure it all, and then depending on what this bottom looks like, I may put like a flood coat of just epoxy on the bottom. Just because I want to just kind of hide those wrinkles wherever they came from. So let me see. This is probably going to soak in. I'm just going to try a little spot. Oh, look at that. I don't want to see. Okay, so I'm just going to go really thin all the way around, since you have to seal this stuff. I do know that, and I guess I should have sealed it before I touched it with the resin. I was going to use my beeswax to seal it, and I was going to wait till the very end, but I'm using this to seal it now. All right, so I will get this done and come back as soon as I'm finished. I got it all done, you guys. So many learning curves and stupidity in this video. I hope I had you guys laughing because as I was editing it, I'm like, oh my God, I don't know what I was thinking on half of this. So it actually worked. I do realize that the bottom came from the UV resin drizzle and I can't get it to get covered up. So I did put more resin all over this entire piece, re-cured everything. I did the sides again, re-cured them, and then the bottom I used what we have for our wood pieces, which is called Odie's oil. So I did do that. I didn't want to put UV resin on the bottom because so much water is in this piece. I realize now I did 2-to-1 instead of 3-to-1, which is why it was so watery in the beginning. It's just like this whole video is just a laughing stock, but I like the end result. Honestly, I think it's pretty cool. Let me know what you think. Just do it right the first time and don't listen to me on the coloring and the weighing and all that. Oh my gosh, what a nightmare. But all in all, I remember when I said I think this stuff is forgiving? This stuff is extra super duper forgiving. So I like it. I really do. And actually when I took it to the sink to wash it with soap and water before I finished this video, I have by my sink a tray about this size made out of wood that I've had for probably 15 years. And I put my little sponge in there. This, I think, is going to be the new sponge holder because it's not wood, it's resin. It will hold up. I'm constantly cleaning that wood one. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do with this one. It's a little fancy, but it goes with my kitchen with the copper color and everything. So let me know. At least I entertained you for what, 30, 40 minutes? I don't know. All right, guys, I'm going to get you some final pictures. Thanks for hanging out and laughing with me today. I will see you tomorrow. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.